Hi guys, well it's Christmas Eve. It's cold, it's windy and it's very muddy round here. For what seems like months we've had nothing but rain. All the fields are all saturated. The little river has overflowed many times and it's a bit of a mare down here. My boots are covered in mud, but it's good exercise. You know, all that slipping and sliding around while trying to hold my camera is actually pretty good. And you know what, this is a bit of an impromptu video. I wasn't planning to do a video today, but I did a video yesterday and then found out that I'd spent an hour recording video without any audio, so hence I'm back out today. So I just want to say to all those who watch my videos, whether you're subscribers or not, whatever diet you follow, I wish you all a Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a fantastic break from work. You're surrounded by loved ones, family, friends. You have some delicious food and you enjoy yourself. And don't forget to be charitable to those who are less fortunate than yourself. Look after people, your life gets better. At least that's my outlook on life. So, it's a very quick impromptu video. I thought I'd answer my number one question, and that is, what is the best exercise for losing body fat? And I get asked this every week. Someone will always ask me and try to pin me down to my favourite exercise, and it's really easy. I'm doing it. I'm out walking. Pretty much all of the energy that I'll be using whilst walking around will be body fat. Hardly any of it will be carbohydrates because my heart rate will be so low. So I would recommend anybody to get out and just walk as far as you can, as often as you can. If the first time you go out walking you're tired after 1,000 steps, fine, have a break, do some more. The next day try and go a bit further. The next day try and get a bit further. You'll find your body will adapt and overcome. It'll get used to carrying your body weight. You'll find your whole kinetic chain of your body will start strengthening up, and you'll just become a more physical, more healthy person. You don't need no fancy terrain, you don't need no countryside. As long as you can walk on it and it's safe to do so, just go with the flow and just try and enjoy yourself. I mean, if you're say 200 pounds in weight, if you want to burn off 500 calories, you can do that quite easily with a brisk walk, and that's 500 calories of fat. That's not like, well, mostly fat. I'm sure someone would analyse it and say, well, you know, there's so many grams of carbs being used there, but the majority of it is going to be fat used as fuel. Just get out and walk, it's brilliant. If you can't get out and walk, the next best thing is one of those Schwinn air bikes. And I would say Schwinn air bike because you use your arms and your legs on the bike, and the harder you pedal, the harder you push your arms backwards and forwards, the tougher the workout. But if you did an hour on that every day, that's 500 calories of fat you're burning. Maybe there's a split, there'll be some kind of carb in there, but 500 calories you'll be burning off every day. You can set up an iPad or stick it in front of the TV and just cycle away. You don't have to bust a gut, just enjoy it. Just burn a few calories off. So that, combined with a healthy carnivorous lifestyle with a small calorie deficit, you find you'll just naturally lose weight. You'll burn a lot of body fat off, and you'll see the lean mass underneath you, underneath that layer of fat you've got, starting to come through, starting to show you your body's shape. If you cut your calories too much and lose weight too quickly, whilst it looks really impressive because you can say, oh, I've lost 20 pounds in a month, a lot of that's water and lean mass you're losing. Very little of it, a bit fat. So plenty of exercise, small calorie deficit, be consistent with your eating, and enjoy yourself while you're doing it all. You don't have to starve, you don't have to beast yourself into the ground. Just enjoy what you're doing. At the moment I'm doing between 10 and 15,000 steps per day. You know, sometimes I have to get up before work and do a few thousand, sometimes a bit after, and I always try and get into a gym wherever I'm working, or if I'm at home I jump in the gym, and I'll do between 30 minutes and an hour of lifting weights most days of the week. I wouldn't say I'm trying to do any bodybuilding kind of protocols or anything like that. I just want to keep my body nice and strong, nice and fit and healthy, and so far it's going all right. But overall I find the common denominator is how many calories you burn off every day through exercise, and just the, I don't know, consistency of your diet. If 90% of the time you're eating a good, healthy, carnivorous lifestyle, and you've got the right amount of calories going every day, and you've got exercise on top of that, you're going to get some fantastic results. So it is really quite simple. I know a lot of people message me and they say, oh, you're not worried about things like oxalates and phytates and tannins and things like that. And I'll be honest, I'm not really that fussed and that worried about it, because what I've done is I've just been each week adding 1 or 2 new vegetables into my diet to see which ones work best for me, which ones upset my stomach, which ones give me gas, which ones maybe it's caused me a bit of problem with digestion. And if they do that, I just cut them out and just stick to the same basic veg. It ain't rocket science. You know, I think what made me ill, depressed, fat, unhealthy, gave me sleep apnea because all the weight and things, that was just your mass-produced convenience carbs. I used to eat tons and tons of bread, loads of pasta, loads of pizza, loads of rice. Used to love all that stuff. Used to pass KFC. I was always in KFC. If I went to the supermarket, I had to buy myself a packet of cookies, and I would eat 1,000 calories worth of cookies in probably about 8 minutes on the drive home from the supermarket. So they're the things what made me fat and unhealthy in the first place. So if I cut all those things out and I base my diet around good quality foods, for example, at the moment I'm averaging 33% of my calories from animal proteins of different sources, 57% of my calories come from animal fats, those fats which are in the meat that I eat, or things like butter, ghee, lard. I've even had some duck fat lately, and 10% of my calories come from very basic vegetables, things like onions, celery, carrot, garlic, really basic stuff. And as a result, I feel great. I know that's not a very strict carnivore. I know, given the comments that I receive, that I'm a so-called carnivore, or wannabe carnivore, but I'm happy. I don't think I'm hurting anybody. And before you ask, yes, I know at this time of year, and look at the fields to prove it, a lot of those vegetables aren't in season. Don't really give a flying, to be honest. So over the next couple of days, I can't say I'm going to be on a strict carnivore diet in any way, shape or form. I won't be eating candies, I won't be eating desserts, I won't be eating all the junk food that is commonly available at this time of year, but I will be eating more veg. There will be more carbohydrates, there will be a bit more freedom, just so that I can enjoy the holiday meals as much as possible over the next 2-3 days with friends and family and things like that. And then as soon as that's finished, I'll just back onto it like I am always. If I ever go on vacation, you find as soon as I touch back to terra firma, I'm just back on eating a strict diet. And I would say my diet, the way I do it, is pretty strict because I weigh it out. I'm a bit nerdy that way. So in the next 2-3 days I'll have a little bit of flexibility, enjoy the food, the laughter, the fun that we're going to have over the next couple of days, and just chill out a little bit. I'll soon be back at work. I'll soon be pushing those great big grinding machines, and I'm sure I'll burn off any excess weight very quickly. So what about you guys? Are you going to be keeping it nice and strict, or are you going to allow yourself a little bit of freedom for just a few days and then get straight back onto it? I mean, I know there's people out there who do carnivore and it has to be all raw meat and raw this and raw that, and if you don't do it, well, you're a putz and you don't know what you're doing. Well, if that floats your boat, crack on. It's not exactly up my street, but if that makes you happy and you think that it's making you feel healthier in whatever, crack on. Hey, if you're plant-based, vegetarian, pescatarian, whatever, don't bother me. I'm just, you know, pleased everyone's trying the best to be as fit and as healthy as possible in whatever manner they choose. Everyone's got the right to choose what they want to do. As long as you don't climb on my tits and make a nuisance of yourself, I ain't really got a problem with what you do. Now, a comment I keep getting about the carnivore diet is the cost of good quality meat, and it's almost like it stops people getting involved with trying the carnivore diet and trying to give it a fair shake at the stick, because ribeye steaks are so expensive, grass-fed is so expensive. And whilst I do agree eating the best quality produce that you can get as often as possible is the optimum way to do it, I think you can cut yourself a little bit of slack, and I've said this in the past, and I've got to be really honest, the meat I eat most of the time is ground meat. You know, we have ground beef, we have ground lamb, we have ground pork, and I use that more than anything else. It's a great source of protein, you've got your fats, and you've also got bits of connective tissue and collagen and all sorts of things which ordinarily you would see on a piece of meat and you'd think, I don't fancy a bit of that, but once it's ground up, you don't know it's in there. And since I've been having that on a more regular basis, I would say I actually feel better. It's certainly a lot more cost effective, and you can get quality minced meats quite easily, and they're still considerably less expensive than buying steak. So minced meats, I have absolutely loads of that. I have a lot of free range eggs from the local farm, which is just over that direction, and I tend to poach all my eggs. You know, I just got a little egg poacher for my induction hob. I just crack them in there. Every time I have some, you know, beef mince, something like that, I'll just have a few eggs with it, top it off. So just on those two foods alone, if you incorporate that as often as you can, you'll just find your food bills just come down exponentially. I mean, the leaner you go with your mince, because you can get like 5% mince, 10, 12, 15% mince, you know, fat mince, they all get more expensive. So I tend to stick around the 20%. It fries better, it tastes better, it takes the seasoning very nicely, and I often do mix beef and pork together like the Italians do when they make a bolognese. Get a beautiful flavour if you mix the two, making like little like kofta kebabs with minced lamb. Fabulous. Always a good day when minced lamb kebabs come out, always a good day. Right, well, the wind's picked up, the rain is about to come down. My camera isn't waterproof, so I'm gonna pedal ass and get back home. So until my next video, I wish you all the very best. I hope you have an amazing Christmas, and I'm sending you lots of positive thoughts for the new year. Let's start 2020 positive, happy, healthy. looking after other people and looking after ourselves. Let's do things right next year. Let's try and achieve more next year than we did this year. Anyway, wishing you all the very best. Have fun. See you soon. Take care. Bye.